The Icons of Real Estate Podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week with your host, Tomasz Fonseca, and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business, from $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters in Real Estate Marketing, Arter SEO.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome today's guest, Tracy Henning. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much, Timothy, for that intro. That was amazing. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm feeling I'm feeling quite good about myself. What a way to start
Oh, yeah.
to start the day in the podcast. So I am
Yeah.
super excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. I mean, well, you have a very you have an amazing track record and an amazing background. I mean, 30 years in the industry. I'm curious. Where did it all begin? How did you get to this point? How did we get here?
Well, it's funny that you say that. I've done lots of webinars in the past, and I had somebody in the comment section say, 30 years, over 30 years in the business, how's that possible? She doesn't have a gray hair on her head. And I'm like, I got a
Yes.
good hairstylist.
Ooh, all
But
right. Shout
yes,
out
I
to the
have
hairstylist.
I've been in the industry for over 30 years and I'm still currently selling real estate. I'm still in the industry. So I've seen all kinds of things when it comes to marketing. I've had to work in, slow markets and super busy markets and stable markets and a repeat of slow markets and busy markets, crazy markets. I've seen people give away cars to try and sell their homes, give away cruises, buy down the interest
Yeah.
rate. I swear to God, I could either write my own book or create
Mm,
my own reality show just with the experiences that I've had over the past
mm.
30 years. So, yeah, definitely a lot of experiences and wealth of ideas and stuff that I have. So, hopefully, I can bring that to your audience today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious, what's the craziest thing that you've seen when it comes to marketing within the real estate industry?
Okay, marketing. I thought you were going to say what's the craziest thing and I've seen in the selling. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can say that on air. But when it comes to marketing, definitely giving away that car. Like I've seen
Wow.
it happen twice now, where sellers they were giving away a car if that to make the sale happen. And I've seen
Mm,
different developments and stuff too. Like a common one that I've seen is developers offering cruises for,
mm,
the buyers or even the agents. So definitely seen lots of different incentives to kind of bring their marketing to the forefront. So stuff that we traditionally, definitely in the last few years, have not seen. But when the market was a lot tougher in the early 90s, that's sort of some of the stuff that I've seen. So yeah,
mm,
and it worked for some people, and then some people it comes down to it boils down to the price that you've listed your property at. So instead of investing all that money in a vehicle, just take it
mm,
off the price, and get it sold quicker. So yeah,
mm.
lots of interesting things that I've seen.
So of all the strategies that you've seen over the years, what strategies remain timeless?
The relationship building for sure. So we've definitely like in the past 30 years, what I've seen change is definitely the rise of digital marketing.
Mm,
But what has remained constant is that relationship building. So you can still do that with social media. And I tell a lot of my members, like, the premises hasn't changed. What's changed is the platform with which you market yourself. We have our traditional ways of marketing, and then we have more modern ways of marketing. And the great thing about today is once you get a blend of social media marketing with your traditional marketing, it just becomes amazing the things that you can do. So, some traditional marketing techniques have not gone away, but we've added some amazing social media strategies that support traditional types of marketing, and the combination of the two can make a huge impact in your real estate business if done correctly too. That's a whole other segment as well, but definitely combining modern marketing with traditional marketing, you'll see a huge impact in your real estate business if you incorporate more modern marketing techniques.
Wow. You know, what I find interesting is like you've been in the industry for like three decades now, and it's amazing that you've been able to adapt and even to keep up with current strategies as well. Now, what have been the strategies that have been most effective in within your business? And can you just walk us through them?
Yeah, so probably number one, you nailed it, is being having the ability to adapt, whether like it's a change in markets that you're selling or it's your marketing skills. So having the ability to adapt in the market is huge when it comes to this business, because a lot of people will get into this business. Maybe they've come from a 9 to 5 job and they are used to that predictability of that paycheck coming every 2 weeks. When, most agents listening today know that that's not the case. We don't get paid every 2 weeks. So being able to adapt to the changes of this industry and getting used to those ebb and flows is definitely key, and kind of knowing that this is a little bit of the norm. But having said that, if you're experiencing a little bit of a shift in the market where things may have slowed down, just know it'll change. The work that we put in today we'll pay ourselves like 2 or 3 months from now. So just know that if you feel that you find yourself in a little bit of a rut, it'll change. Things don't ever stay the same. So being able to adapt is huge in this industry. And then, of course, we talked about, I just talked briefly about mindset, like having a positive mindset to know that things change, the way we do things change, and being able to adapt to it will, will make it a lot easier on your business. So having that positive mindset is huge for a lot of people, especially when it comes to social media too. We can get on all of our devices and you get sucked in that rabbit hole of, that having that imposter syndrome where we're comparing ourselves to other agents, like, oh my God, he has a YouTube channel. Maybe I should have a YouTube channel. And it can have a very negative experience for people. So just knowing that trying to maintain that positive mindset and not getting sucked in to some of the negatives that could happen when it comes to marketing your real estate business.
Hmm. Now, on all the social media platforms that are out there, which ones should agents prioritize, and how can they, tailor their content for each one?
So I just touched on it briefly a minute ago about, getting caught in that imposter syndrome. And that's one of
Mhm.
the things that I tell my members all the time. Do not feel that you need to be on every single platform just because, John Smith has an amazing YouTube channel. Doesn't mean that you need to be on YouTube. So I tell people start with the one platform that you are the most comfortable in, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever the case may be. Start there. get really good at that platform before you add another one. And the reason why I say that is if you spread yourself too thin, you're going to get overwhelmed, you're going to get burnt out, and buyers and sellers are going to see that when they do their research about you, when they go check you out on Instagram or they go to check and see if you've posted any YouTube videos. And if you haven't done anything in like a month, they're going to go and wonder, oh, is Tracy still in the business? She hasn't posted anything. There's nothing here.
Yeah.
So making sure that you're really good at one platform before you add to another.
Mm.
Now, to answer your questions on what platform agents should be on, it boils down to who's your niche? Who's your ideal client? What's your audience? Do you appeal to first-time home buyers, or do you work with maybe veterans? Maybe you work with empty nesters. So determining who it is that you are working with will also help you decide which platform you want to be on. So for instance, if you are a somebody that wants to work with millennials, Gen Z's, first time home buyers, you should probably be on TikTok because that's where they are. So you want to be on the platform where your ideal client is. Whereas if you're, say you're working with empty nesters, people that are downsizing, or people that are, if you're wanting to get into like generational wealth, or where you're appealing to those types of buyers, you might want to be on Facebook. So, it just depends. And then, of course, YouTube, like if you want to play the long term game when it comes to YouTube by posting videos, maybe that's where you want to be. So it's definitely a personal decision. It boils down to where's your ideal audience? Because if you want to work with first time home buyers, there not a lot of them are probably going to be on Facebook. You might want to concentrate on
Mm.
Instagram or TikTok. Um, Probably the most, how do I say this, like overall preferred platform would be Instagram when it comes to real estate, because Instagram is a fantastic place to reach a lot of people. I even tell people, like, my 80-plus-year-old mother is actually on Instagram and she will send me reels all the time. So there is a bit of a range of age for the
Yeah.
people that are on Instagram, but
Mm.
it's a great platform to showcase our listings, to get in front of people, to showcase them our personality when it comes to creating short form video. If you don't want to be on video, you can still post those images and that value-based information that will get out to a lot of different people. So I could go on and on this particular topic, but I'm trying to rein it in and make it simplified for people. So hopefully that answers that question.
I think they got it. I think they got it. Ladies and gentlemen out there, I hope you guys were taking notes because, well, she shared a lot of important points there. I think one of the things that I really like that you touched on is the fact that at times we want to be good at every platform. We want to be big on every platform, on YouTube, on Facebook, and at times it's just important to like always go back to the drawing board. Who are you targeting? Right? You don't have to be on every platform. You can master one and really get the most out of that before moving to a lot of platforms as well. So thank you so much for sharing that. Um, Now you've been in the industry for a very long time, and you've been able to close over 300 million in transactions. I'm curious, what are some of the principles that have driven your success in closing these amount of transactions?
Well, you know what? Probably number one, I really value the relationships that I make with people. So understanding that your business is very much relationship building, and you can do that in a variety of different ways. And I mean, honestly, a lot of my closest friends, best friends, have come from real estate and or transactions, and that is because I really have the unique ability to listen. A lot of time agents we might get insecure. We might have a little bit of verbal diarrhea and we just talk, 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 talk. When really you need to stop talking. You need to listen to what your buyer or your seller is wanting and then provide that for them. So having the ability to listen to them and to make them feel heard and feel valued is, I've had people say, you have so much patience. Like, I can't believe, like, I don't feel pressured. I feel like I can be myself. And that's because the relationship building part of it is super important to me. And like I said, I've had a lot of my closest friends come from real estate transactions that I've done. I've also tried to treat my business from a high level view as just that, a business. You have to treat your business is like a huge name brand, whether it's Nike, McDonald's, Walmart, Martha Stewart, Joanna Gaines, whatever the case may be. You want to treat your business as such. So you need to be able to be adaptable to the markets, just like those businesses are. You need to be able to have that mindset that allows you to be able to adapt and experiment with different forms of marketing. Just because something worked for you, say last year, it might not work anymore this year. And that's okay. It's nothing that you did, whether it's the algorithms that have changed or the market that's changed. You have to be able to adapt. And I always tell people you need to test what you're doing. Like, try something different. If it lands flat, that's okay. Move on to something else. If it does really well, we'll do more of it. Whether it's posting Instagram stories, maybe you're really good at stories, or maybe you're good at making short form videos, or maybe you're really good with graphic design and you've got amazing templates that you can put out there that bring value to your audience. So, being able to adapt and honing in on what's working for you and keep doing that. And if something isn't working, that is okay because marketing is one great big experiment, and it's always evolving and always changing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, if you could start over today, what would be your very first move?
So the very first thing that I would do is I would definitely niche down. So figure out who is it that you want to work with. Do you want to, and I'm fortunate that that has just happened naturally over the years. I tend to attract my ideal audience based on the business that I've done in the past and that I'm currently doing. So if you're brand new or you're wanting to hone in on your business, choosing a niche, whether that's investors, first-time home buyers, maybe it's something you're comfortable with. Like maybe you're comfortable dealing with relocations or, like I said before, veterans. So choosing that niche, once you choose that niche, everything becomes so much easier when it comes to your marketing because then you're able to uh, talk to those ideal clients of yours in a language that they can understand, as opposed to putting out, a whole bunch of different marketing messages that don't make sense. So let's just use, for instance, say you want to deal with, moms that have a lot, a whole bunch of kids that are, wanting to upsize to a bigger home, like a single mom. You're
Mhm.
not going to be posting about relocation stuff when you're trying to attract single moms that just want that extra bathroom. You might want to be targeting your messaging to be more clear to that particular audience. So, number one, niching down. Number two, creating a local presence for yourself. This has been really big for me in the past too. I've been involved with different local events and charities over the years. And you could focus on the ones that you're most passionate about. I, used to run a whole bunch of half marathons. So my run club that I was a part of was I did a lot of deals, from that particular group. So getting local, getting involved in your community. You can do this through specific Facebook groups too. So again, going back to that single mom wanting some extra space, finding local Facebook groups that cater to moms that, maybe need a little bit of extra support, going into those groups and engaging with those people. So, focusing on your niche, creating a like a strong local presence, and adopting video, which is tough. I know it can be tough for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like being on video. We have a lot of creative ways that inside our membership that you can still capitalize on video without being on video, if that makes sense. And it makes sense when I train my members. But yeah, and I would, let's see. So what did I say? I just said niche down, creating a strong local presence, and embracing video, especially. And the great thing about video, with TikTok and Reels, it doesn't have to be long. And what's great about that too is it doesn't have to be live. So you could do it
Mhm.
20 times until you feel that you've gotten a good clip that you can then post to your social media. So, lots of different ways that you can achieve that.
I appreciate that. For those out there that are just starting out in real estate, you've just received the blueprint right there. That's all you need. All right. I hope you're gonna go back. You're gonna save this episode. You're gonna go back and really figure out exactly in what direction you want to go in. You niche down, right? And trust me, this is coming from someone that has 30 years of experience. Now,
Mhm.
what I want you to think about is like, hey, if she could do all of these things back in the day, trust me, you would have been flying at this point in time, right? She's doing amazing. And trust me, she would have probably broken that ceiling 2 times, 10 times by now. But she's given you the opportunity to do that. And guess what? She is always giving you the opportunity to do that by being able to join her classes. But before we touch on that, I also want to let you know that on the 19th, we have a very special class, right? And it will be hosted by none other than Tracy. Tracy will be hosting one of our masterminds on the 19th of March, and that's called Canva Made Easy for Real Estate Agents. Now, I want to understand, Tracy, what can we expect on the 19th? Just to give us a teaser, because we want people to still show up. We don't want to give them everything right now. They just have to get a taste of what they can expect during this mastermind.
Yeah, so this is going to be it's going to be a little bit of a different mastermind. It's not going to be your typical, I come on Zoom and I just talk at you for an
Mm.
hour. This is going to be an interactive mastermind where I'm actually going to hop in Canva and I'm going to do some live um, things in there, that you can add to your social media marketing toolkit. So I'm going to show you how to, for instance, one important thing, and I don't want to give away anything, but here's a little teaser here, is when it comes to, and specifically Facebook and Instagram, when it comes to those accounts, you always want to make sure that you have a very important post that's pinned to the top of your account. So this is something that when people come to those accounts, they can get to know you as an agent. So, people, home buyers and sellers, they expect to find everything online before they even pick up the phone to call you. So they're going to your social media channels first before they go to Google. So people aren't Googling, I mean, they still are Googling agents, but people are searching for agents inside of social media, the social media channels. So I'm going to show you how to set that up and make it super simple for you by using Canva. So I'm literally going to share my screen and I'm going to outline everything so that at the end of the mastermind, you'll be able to walk away with, that particular template to be able to use on your social media channels. So that's one of the little teasers that we don't want to give away everything, but that's one of the
Yeah,
things that you can expect is
I
how
love
to
that.
set up those pages and profiles properly so that when people come to them, they know that you are the go-to person in your community.
Ooh, I can't wait. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I can't wait. Now, if you want to register for this live mastermind, all you have to do is just visit our website, and trust me, you are going to enjoy it. I know I'm going to be there. All right, so make sure you take the time to be there. Invite your friends, invite your colleagues because they don't want to miss this as well. Now, beyond that, I just want you guys to know that you'll find Tracy taking her time to pour into other agents. All right. With the knowledge she's gained over the years, she is passionate about coaching and mentoring other agents so they can also be successful. And you might be wondering, well, I wanna also take advantage of that. I also want to join some of these classes. Now, Tracy, what's the best way for other agents out there to also connect with you and also join in on some of your classes as well?
Yeah, so people can reach out to me on Instagram at Porchlight. So the biggest thing is spelling Porchlight correctly. It's Porchlyte. So if you just do at Porchlight, you can DM me on Instagram. I do read all of the messages that I get. You could go to
Mhm.
porchlight.com as well to find out about some of the services that we provide. One of our main, like most popular service is called Agent Social House. So this is the one that you were talking about, Timothy, where we do coaching twice a month on various topics and where we literally show up on a live Zoom call. It is not a webinar style call. It is a live call where you can come, you can ask your questions. There is a lot of amazing magic that happens in those calls because we have agents from all over North America. We have agents in Canada as well as the United States. So there's a lot of sharing of ideas, what's working for one agent in one area. And it's amazing. It gives me goosebumps sometimes to talk about some of
Mhm.
the stuff that's happened in those classes. So we definitely give you the support that you need to be able to master social media marketing because we want to see you thrive. And it's exciting to see those people thrive. And I've had stories where people are like, I'm so excited I got the listing. And they said the reason why they used me was because of the stuff that they were posting on social media. And
Mhm.
we make that as super simple as possible. You had asked me before, what would I do starting out? Definitely, finding a service like we have to help cut down the time that it takes to figure out social media marketing. We have figured it out for you. We've done a ton of the heavy lifting. We've got templates and video scripts and blog post and checklist and lead magnets and all kinds of things that you need to be successful on social media. We've done it all for you. You can just come and pick and choose what you need. And then you'll also get the support too. So you can pick my brain. Like I said, I've been in the industry for over 30 years. I've been there, done it all. So use that to your advantage.
So you heard that, ladies and gentlemen. Use that to your advantage. Why spend time stressing out and trying to figure out how you can stand out, how you can grow your brand, right? Tracy and the team have already figured that out for you. They've already
Mhm.
done the hard work. All you have to do is just join in on the classes and just learn from them. All right. So it's that simple. Details will be in the description. All right. Her social media link will be in the description. All you have to do is just click on there, DM her, and trust me, it's gonna change your business, right? this is 30 years of experience, like crammed down into like classes that can help you grow, right? Everything she's learned over the years, this is where you take advantage of that. This is where you take advantage and have an edge over your competition out there. So all you have to do is just right after this recording, just go straight to the description. And trust me, you're gonna be well taken care of. This Tracy, I know you're gonna be in good hands. Now, Tracy, I want to take this time to thank you for being an amazing guest on the show. It has been an absolute pleasure having you here and learning from you as well. I mean, you've definitely gained a lot of knowledge over the years, and it really shows. And I thank you so much for not just pouring into this podcast, but into the lives of other agents as well, and continuing to raise an army of successful agents out there. So, on behalf of the Icons team and myself, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I love being here and I love sharing my ideas with everybody because I was fortunate enough back in the day to have an amazing mentor. So I just feel like I'm kind of paying it forward and I love doing it. I love teaching. I love sharing. I love marketing. I love making things look pretty. Like,
Mm,
I
mm.
this is definitely my jam and I am here for people and thank you so much for giving me a voice to be able to share my little knowledge nuggets with your audience. And I am, super happy to be here. So thank you so much for your time, Timothy.
All right, thank you, thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you got this far, you know what you have to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Trust me, if you have friends that are in the real estate industry, this can definitely help them out a lot. All right. It has been an amazing episode with your host, Timothy Kaitano, with the amazing luminary in real estate. She is the amazing, the wonderful, the stunning. Tracy Henning. Till we meet again next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care and peace.